Hey Panthers, before we get started, every year the KLAW News team has a new broadcast intro.
This year it was made by Shusti Delgada, a member of our KLAW News team.
I know many of you were waiting for the new intro. I hope you enjoy.
Camaraderie, it solidifies those friendships.
Gives them a different opportunity to bond through different games and things.
I'm definitely very proud of them.
Good afternoon, Panthers. I'm Ananya Reddy.
And I'm Mason Myers. Welcome to another edition of KLAW News.
In this edition of KLAW News, we'll be looking at a lot of events and we'll be doing a special segment on a group of students who really do an amazing job of showing school spirit. We'll be taking a look at Club Day, Mix It Up Lunches, Rising Panther Night, and later, we'll be giving the spotlight to our PHMS cheer team. This year, Monday, January 16th, marks Martin Luther King Jr. Day to honor the work and leadership of Martin Luther King Jr. in efforts of bringing an end to segregation and creating equality. Martin Luther King was an inspiring figure who fought for equal rights during the 20th century. He was a strong advocate for civil rights and supported his endeavors in many ways. For instance, he was a member of the Executive Committee of the National Association for Advancement of Colored People, or the NAACP. He also participated in boycotts in attempts to promote equality between different races. One prime example of this was the bus boycott that lasted 382 days, which began in December 1955 and ended in December of 1956. During this time, King Jr. arose as a leader. In the years following, from 1957 to 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. traveled over 6 million miles and spoke more than 2,500 times to bring light to injustices and take action to prevent these injustices from growing. One of his most well-known addresses was his I Have a Dream speech that occurred during a peaceful march in Washington, D.C. to 250,000 civilians. In 1963, he was named Time Magazine's Man of the Year and symbolized as a world figure. Martin Luther King was also the youngest man to receive the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts when he was 35 years of age. This prize money he earned was invested into civil rights movements as he wanted. After the passing of Martin Luther King Jr., in 1984, President Ronald Reagan established a commission to recognize the leader through a federal holiday. Later on, in 1986, President Reagan signed a proclamation for his first observance of his birthday to become a national holiday. Now, Martin Luther King Jr. Day is celebrated to promote community service, youth anti-violence, initiatives, and more. Let's see what a few people think about this federal holiday and how they feel.
I think Martin Luther King is very cool because he showed that it doesn't matter what skin color you are and you can be important no matter what.
I think Martin Luther King Jr. is really important because he united us to be one, and he gave this really good speech to inspire us too. I think it's important to have people like that in the world because they stand up for what's right and make an impact on the world to be better.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a national holiday that celebrates the proud legacy that he has left behind. He has made a difference in history and continues to inspire people around the world to help others and promote peace.
I think it's safe to say, without the efforts of Martin Luther King Jr., we wouldn't be where we are today.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day has truly made an amazing impact on our community.
There are so many teachers that have made an amazing impact on our school as well. For this edition of Staff Spotlight, we'll be zooming in on an amazing teacher in our science department.
This amazing teacher is one of our 8th grade science teachers, and although I'm not in her class, I can tell you firsthand from people that she's an amazing teacher. She always puts her students first and is a great role model all around PHMS. Our Staff Spotlight is none other than Miss Angela Sterling. Let's go talk to some students and teachers to get a better sense of just how amazing Miss Sterling is.
So I am Miss Mandelblad, and I'm here to talk about Miss Sterling. Miss Sterling is our staff spotlight this week. This month? This week? She should always be in the spotlight. Miss Sterling is amazing. So not only is she positive and encouraging to all of our staff, she builds amazing relationships with her students, and she is a fantastic teacher. So I am super excited to say wonderful things about her, because if you don't know Miss Sterling, you are missing out.
Miss Sterling is really nice, and she's good at teaching science.
So Miss Sterling joined us here at Pioneer a couple of years ago, and she started down in the 6th grade hall, but last year we stole her up here in 8th grade, and I am so excited that we did, because she brings so much energy to the classroom. She brings so many cool ideas, and she's just super fun. She loves to laugh and smile. She tells funny jokes. She loves to scare us. I'm not a super fan of that, but it's totally fun. And we just have a really good time together. Her kids love her. She is our science department lead, and so she helps guide all of the science teachers to make sure that we're doing a great job too, and she just inspires us to be better teachers.
Wow, she's truly an excellent teacher. I can tell that she's doing an amazing job preparing her students for future readiness and going to high school.
Mrs. Sterling is an amazing science teacher, and we are so glad that she's a part of our PHMS community.
In an effort for our PHMS Student Council to try to strengthen relations with our growing PHMS community, in an effort to obtain the No Place for Hate national recognition, we hosted a Mix It Up lunch.
Let's go check it out.
Hey Panthers, it's Maggie and Emily Conti, and right now I'm at the PHMS cafeteria where we host our first ever Mix It Up lunch. These Mix It Up lunches are to help students foster new friendships, and our student council is working very hard to possibly receive a worldwide designation for our No Place for Hate campaign. It looks like a lot of fun, so let's go check it out. This is Arian Jawani, one of our student council members and also the co-chair for our school's No Place for Hate committee. Can you tell us a little bit about the Mix It Up lunches?
The Mix It Up lunches were meant for people to make new friends and get out of their comfort zone. Miss Lovelace and Miss Davis helped us with that a lot because they knew what they were doing and they've done this before. I think it went pretty well. I mean, if the students would have been more cooperative, it would have went really well. But otherwise, everything was really good.
Well, it sounds like it went great. Thank you for helping our school promote inclusion. I'm with Miss Mandelblatt. Can you tell us a little bit about the Mix It Up lunches?
Sure. So our student council is working on obtaining the No Place for Hate designation, which is through the Anti-Defamation League. And we promote inclusivity and diversity and giving each student a voice. And our Mix It Up lunches was one of our events that we put on where students could get together and had an opportunity to sit with people maybe they don't know, so they could get to know people and make people feel like they were included here at our school at PHMS. So it's a culture of inclusion and diversity and celebrating individuality.
Well, it sounds like a great way to promote inclusion throughout PHMS. Wow, Student Council has worked really hard to set up these Mix It Up lunches, and it looks like they're helping foster new friendships and promote inclusion throughout PHMS. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Maggie and Emily Conti.
Hey Panthers! In Frisco ISD, we focus not only on preparing you for success in your current classes, but we also strive to prepare you for success beyond the classroom by following our Future Ready Learner Profile. 2 skills that fall under Future Ready Profile are contributing and responding. Let's go ask some 8th graders about what contributing looks like in their classes.
I worked hard in 7th grade working towards my academic goals, focusing on math and science based on me wanting to be a doctor. That hard work allowed me to sign up to be an office aide and library aide this year to help give back to Pioneer.
Back in 6th grade, we were starting our astronomy unit, and I got really interested in astronomy. And so I started asking my teacher all these questions about, like, where did water on comets come from? And he didn't really know all of the answers. And so I went to the bookstore the next day, and I got a couple books about, astronomy and astrophysics. And I entered the science fair next year because I was just really interested in the subject.
Hi, I'm Lily. In my Partnering Skills for Living class, I contribute to our local community by assisting my special needs classmates while they learn life skills. I'm positively affecting our society by being inclusive and modeling inclusivity.
The second future-ready learner skill we are working on is responding. Let's continue asking some 8th graders about their thoughts on responding.
In athletics, I respond to others by keeping a positive attitude and showing good sportsmanship whether we win or lose in a game. We show respect towards the feelings of others by trying not to brag if we win or whine if we lose.
I stay on top of my schoolwork most of the time, but I have a busy schedule with volleyball. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed with everything, but I just try to keep a positive mindset and push forward.
Hey Panthers! In Frisco ISD, we focus not only on preparing you for success in your current classes, but we also strive to prepare you for success beyond the classroom by following our Future Ready Learner Profile. The first skill that falls under the Future Ready profile is embracing challenges. I think we all face different challenges in middle school, in our classes, and in social settings. Let's go ask some 7th graders about what innovation looks like in their classes.
Math addresses real-world problems because you learn how to save money from it.
In science, we use innovation to help get answers in the lab by changing the variable so that we can get the best results possible during our experiments.
In ILA, we use technology to build connections and learn.
Let's ask some 7th graders what communication looks like in their classes.
In elective classes, communication looks like listening to others and then responding.
In Texas history, we use communication to learn the material.
I can communicate in math and ILA by talking to others about stories and problems.
Teaching our students how to be future ready is really important. Think about it, you'll be going off to high school in just a couple years.
Another way that students can prepare themselves for the future is taking the Skills for Independent Living class. Just before winter break, they were getting into the holiday spirit, doing some fun activities like making gingerbread houses.
Let's see how it went.
Hey Panthers, it's Ashbapana, and this week we're covering our Skills for Living class. Today our Panthers are working on their very own gingerbread houses, and it looks like they're having a lot of fun. Let's go see how it's going. I'm here with Kirti. What is your favorite part of your house?
My favorite part of my house is the snowman because I made the snowman because my favorite movie is Frosty the Snowman, and yeah.
Yeah, it's really cute. I definitely would not have thought of that. It's so creative. I'm here with Miss Schneider. Can you show us some of your favorite gingerbread houses?
Sure. I would probably say that my favorite gingerbread houses or Pop-Tart houses are actually the ones that are super creative, that the students just decide to do something that they haven't seen anywhere else and no other student has done. I love Everly's right here, what she did with the icing, kind of making it hang down like icicles. It looks really, really cool. But I gotta say, one of my favorites, doesn't look like maybe what you might consider one of the best ones are, but this is Felix Kim's. So as he was constructing his gingerbread Pop-Tart house, it kind of slid. He didn't quite wait for it to stay in place, but he turned the negative into a positive, and he made it like the house from the Wizard of Oz, where it comes crashing down on the Wicked Witch, and here are her legs, and he put little M&Ms as her shoes sticking out, which I thought was really cool of him.
That is so cute and creative. It looks like your students put so much hard work into these, and it seemed like a really fun day.
They really did.
They looked like they were having a lot of fun. I know they were working really hard up until the end of the first semester, so they deserve a cool holiday treat.
Speaking of which, we have a treat for all of you. Here's another episode of Panther Nation Inspiration, starring one of our vice principals, Miss Emerson.
Panthers, I am here today to talk to you guys about our core values. One of the things that we pride ourselves on are core values, being positive, being respectful, having integrity, having dedication, and having excellence. And those core values connect to each other in so many different ways. One of the things that we talk about is that we are not here just to teach you math and science and social studies and ILA and your electives. We're here to teach you how to be good human beings and how to be kind to one another. So I'm going to talk a little bit about respect and integrity today. I know that a lot of people say integrity is doing the right thing when no one is watching, but I wanted to read you the actual definition of integrity, and it is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. And so I think that it's sometimes hard for kids to make decisions to be honest and have strong moral principles. So having integrity, what is that going to look like when you're at school? Part of that is picking up after yourself, taking care of your belongings, respecting other people's belongings, respecting other people's spaces. I know that, back in kindergarten, which was a long time ago for some of you, you guys learned how to keep your hands to yourself. It's still a problem for some of us in middle school. So just respecting each other enough to give each other some space and not mess with somebody else's stuff or ruin anything for anybody else. The other thing that I would like to talk about with integrity is academic integrity. I know that you guys do a lot of things on Chromebooks, and so making sure that none of your tabs are open when you're taking a test or a quiz, making sure that you're having that academic integrity so that you're not cheating, you're not looking on somebody else's computer, you're not looking up the answers, and those kinds of things. So we want to make sure that you guys are kind to each other. You believe in the core values that we have at Pioneer, and you guys are upholding them, not just when we are asking you to, but all of the time.
The goal of Panther Nation Inspiration is to highlight specific characteristics, traits that we encourage our students to exhibit.
As a way to show pride at PHMS, many students decided to make clubs to build friendships and connect with others. Recently, we had one of our club days.
Let's see what a club day is all about.
Hey Panthers, it is club day today, and a lot of our students seem to be in classrooms, following their passion, or participating in extracurricular activities. Some of our students are just doing a simple color by number, while others are playing volleyball in the gym. So let's go see how it's going to go. Hello Panthers, I am here with Arna and Brandy. So you are in Miss Baldwin's room, you're doing science fair. What's your project?
Currently we are working inside Science Tier, and we're filling out our research plan so that later we can go and use inside the science fair, and so we can go and get enrolled officially.
So what's your favorite part about science fair? Why'd you choose to enter?
So I I think that it's really cool that we get to learn new things, because this area of a project is something that I haven't done before personally, and I'm really glad that I get to learn things with Brandy and our other partner.
Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be making piñatas. And, we're just using the flour and water mixture for the taste, and we're using tissue paper to make the outer crust. Now, Mia, would you like to tell us some information about the culture?
So from what I saw and heard, Club Day was really interesting, and everyone was participating in their extracurricular activities, or they were hanging out with friends, and it was a really productive day so far. So thank you for watching. I'm Trishita Gada.
We have so many different clubs at PHMS. Just to list a couple, we have the book club, the comic club, the manga club, a Bible study club, a karaoke club, and even a drama club.
There are so many clubs, too many to list in fact. Keep in mind, it's not too late to join a club. So what are you waiting for? Take part in your PHMS community.
There are so many students at our school who benefit our community, which is why we have a special student in mind for this student showcase. I'll give you a hint. She's in our PHMS orchestra.
For this edition of Student Showcase, this student showed our core values in her classes by radiating positivity towards her teachers and peers. The teacher who nominated the student had commented, "She is an exemplary student. She is always full of excitement and joy. She helps out any student that needs help, and she's always positive. She greets everyone with a smile and makes them feel special. She is truly a joy to teach. She brightens my day when I see her." Now, who is it? Drum roll, please. It is Ari Kim. Congratulations, Ari. Now, let's check out what Mrs. Pruitt, the teacher who nominated Ari, and a few of Ari's friends say about how amazing she is.
I nominated Ari Kim because she just exemplifies all of our core values here at Pioneer. Every time someone needs help, she is always willing to help and helps with a smile. And then every morning when she's greeted, she's just so friendly and helpful. And I just really think that she just does a great job of representing our core values here at Pioneer.
Ari is such a nice friend. She's always, whenever I'm around her, she's always laughing and like uplifting the mood. And she's also really talented. Like I think she was principal cellist in all region, and she's also the only 6th grader in this year to make varsity in her first year. So she's really talented, and I'm happy to be her friend. Ari Kim is such an amazing friend, and she always makes me laugh and smile. And she's such a great mentor in orchestra, and she always helps me when I'm struggling.
Once again, congratulations, Ari. You always show positivity, help others, and show excitement and joy. Your dedication and happiness does not go unnoticed.
Ari is an exemplary student who everyone can look up to. And the funny thing is, she's only in 6th grade.
Speaking of 6th graders, it's not too long. We'll have a new group of them coming in very soon. We are already halfway through the school year.
That's why we'll be hosting a Rising Panther Night for all of our incoming students. Let's go see what our Rising Panther Night was all about.
Hey Panthers, it's Tommy Janagama, and I'm out here at PHMS where we're having our Rising Panthers Night. Let's go see how it goes.
For those of you who don't know, Rising Panthers Night is when up-and-coming 6th graders, or anyone coming to PHMS next year, gets to tour our campus and know more about the main courses and electives we have to offer. This is an incredible opportunity to get to learn more about what you can expect in whatever classes you may take. And for one, I think this is amazing. But let's go see what others think.
Okay, so tonight is actually going really well. I've had a few people come up to me, and I've had a lot of fun teaching them about my instrument. So I'm looking forward to seeing them in orchestra next year.
This event is super fun. It's very fun seeing the kids' faces and how they react to us playing our instruments. It's very fun to kind of feel like a leader to them and tell how we feel about band. Also, band is a very fun elective.
Theater is one of the fine arts classes here at Pioneer Heritage Middle School. It has three different pathways you can go on. You can stay in theater, do technical theater, which dives into less of the acting and more of the set design and costuming and painting and all of that stuff. And then there's productions theater, which is a more ramped up version of theater arts, where you go really heavily into the acting portion of it.
Our stall is going great. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we're advertising pretty well.
I think that is amazing. We have a wonderful choir director, Mr. Tarpley, right here. He's helping our parents out, and it's just a wonderful night. Anything else you want to add?
Join choir!
Join choir!
I'm excited for middle school because there's a lot of new opportunities to take, and I can learn much more than I did in 5th grade. You can also take more advanced classes and learn much more than you did in elementary.
Tonight's going really good. I like it, and because I've already started playing violin, I think I want to play violin. Teachers are amazing. I want to learn more, but they've answered all my questions so far.
It's a great opportunity for students to get in here and see the new students get in here to see what our school looks like and get a feel for the middle school atmosphere. Get to know the teachers and to learn a little bit about the academic part of it. Our 7th and 8th graders get to learn a little bit about the electives they've got opportunities to take in the future and talk to some of those teachers. But all in all, it's a great opportunity for everybody to get out here and just build those relationships with our teachers and our parents.
Every year, so many new students come into PHMS, so it's a great way to have this night to get to know the school a little more.
Recently, we had one of our toughest basketball games yet against the Stafford Spartans. Let's go see how our 8th grade boys did.
Hey Panthers, it's Ashpapana, and I'm here at PHMS where our Panthers face off against the Stafford Spartans. Let's go see how it's going. I'm here with Lincoln. How do you think the last game went?
I think it went pretty well. We ended up winning by like 9 or 10 against Stafford. They had like one dude, but we played a good game overall.
Yeah, it was really entertaining and you guys did an amazing job.
Like if you have like a friend. No.
With Colton. How do you think the game went?
It went really good. We all hustled and we got a win.
Yeah, you guys played amazing and it was a really great game to watch. Wow, Panthers, that was a great game. Although our C team lost, both B and A did win. We're really proud of all of our Panthers. Thank you for watching. I'm Sash Popana.
Great job to our 8th grade athletes. You never gave up and put your efforts really on the court.
Another group of athletes that always show a lot of spirit at our games is our PHMS cheerleaders.
Let's go see what it's like to be a PHMS cheerleader.
Many of you have probably noticed that at almost every basketball game and every football game, our PHMS cheerleaders have been there supporting our players. On top of just getting the crowd exciting, they put on an amazing halftime routine that is sure to wow everyone. And if you didn't know, I'm on the 8th grade cheer team. Let's go talk to some cheer coaches and some cheerleaders to see what being on the cheer team is all about.
Hi, I'm Coach May. I am the 8th grade cheer coach, and just want to let you guys know a little bit about cheer. We obviously we do cheer at the football games. We do basketball games. We do pep rallies. We get to dance. We get to cheer, stunting, tumbling, all of those fun things. We also do events with the elementary schools where we go and help out at the back to school nights or back to school days, the neighborhood walk days, all of those things. So it's not just getting together and cheering and dancing. There's a lot of other activities you can do as well.
I am Coach Dyer. I'm the 7th grade cheer coach. The cheerleaders also get together and do bonding times. They have times they get together at school, and they also have times they get together outside of school to do bonding time.
For those of you who are wondering what you need to know about tryouts, we are having a parent meeting, and a parent does need to attend on Tuesday, February 21st at 6 p.m. in the library. If you've never done cheer, that is not a problem. We always have people who try out and make it who have never cheered before. So don't worry about that if you've never tried. You never know whenever you get in there how great you can do. So for tryouts, we do have a clinic where you can come and practice the cheers and chants. You try out with a cheer, a chant, and a dance. You have to spirit in, and you are graded, scored on your spirit, and you do some jumps If you can tumble, you can do that, but tumbling is not required for middle school cheer. And it is not heavily weighted, so you don't have to stress out about that if you've never tumbled. And you are scored in all of the categories, so you don't, if maybe you're not that familiar with the dancing part, but you do really well with the cheer and chant and jumps and spirit, then you can still make the team. So we encourage anyone who's interested to come out and try out and help us have some phenomenal squads just like we did this year.
We can't wait to see you guys at tryouts. We encourage, like we said, everybody to come and try out if you're interested in cheer, and we look forward to seeing you guys there.
I like cheer because it's really fun, and I get to do it with my friends, and I love the Chick-fil-A.
Okay, so I really like cheer because it's really fun hanging out with all my friends, and I really like the environment and learning new stuff every practice, and I love being able to cheer at football games and basketball games and supporting our Panthers.
Well, I hope this special segment on cheer is entertaining because I know we don't feature it a lot on KLAW News. A big thanks to all of our cheerleaders who always work hard to support our players.
Being a cheerleader sounds like so much fun.
On top of all the great stuff that you guys just saw today, we have a new Panther podcast, a new pop print, and a lot of new TikToks that I'm sure you are all really going to want to see.
Well, Panthers, that's a wrap for this edition of KLAW News. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ananya Reddy.
And I'm Mason Myers.
Panther Nation, Panther Pride.
Pioneer Heritage, where everyone, like, I blinked. Can we? Sorry.
One is the, hold up, redo that. Hold up.
Learn more about it and our extracurricular.
So you can't hold the mic and I need more? I will be moving on to the next person because Lauren doesn't know how to interview properly. Thank you for watching. I'm Sash Popana. You can see how that was horrible.
You guys were playing volleyball, how much fun you had.
That's where our Panthers face off against the Stafford Spartans. Just leave it. Can you stop it on time, please? Why? Because when I'm editing it, oh wait, I'm not. Spartan. It is Stafford, right?
Stafford Spartans.
Just try.